Arthur the King's ending is an uplifting one that showcases the growth of its characters. The film focuses on the unlikely challenges and unexpected victories experienced by Michael, Mark Wahlberg, while embarking on one of the world's toughest physical challenges. On top of braving the elements and racing across the Dominican Republic, Michael also finds himself forming a bond with a stray dog that he dubs Arthur. Arthur's journey ends up serving as a major element of the film, highlighting the challenges faced by countless similar animals all around the world. In the film, Michael and the rest of Team Broadrail's efforts are met with mixed results, but they end the film showcasing their own personal growth and inner strength against everything the world can throw at them. Although elements of the ending are surprisingly bittersweet, the tale ends on some genuinely happy notes for almost every character. Here's the ending of Arthur the King explained, how it compares to the true story behind Arthur the King, and what makes the film such a compelling story. Who wins the adventure race in Arthur the King? Arthur the King carrying dog on their backs. Despite their best efforts, Team Broadrail doesn't win the adventure race that takes up much of Arthur the King. Although Team Broadrail claims a commanding lead late in the race, Arthur's attempts to stay with the team during a kayaking segment almost lead to the dog drowning. Team Broadrail gives up their lead to save Arthur. Instead, Decker Swanson, Rob Collins, and his team take the win. However, Team Broadrail's decision to go back for Arthur quickly makes them a media sensation, helping Michael get the support he needs to bring Arthur home and get medical treatment. Notably, Decker, who had spent much of the film needling Team Broadrail, admits that Team Broadrail would have won if it weren't for their decision to go back for Arthur. Although Michael and his team don't win the race, they still finish as one of the top teams in the competition. They are also seen as winners by the rest of the world, who quickly latch onto Arthur's story and turn them into an international sensation. This sets up the final stretch of the film, which focuses more on Arthur's final fate. Arthur's fate at the end of Arthur the King explained. Arthur runs ahead of his adventure race team at the end of Arthur the King. By the end of Arthur the King, it's revealed that Arthur has survived a lot of terrible injuries and infections throughout his life. Initially, the vets believe the proper course of action is to euthanize Arthur to end his suffering. However, Michael refuses to give up on the dog and, with some help from Decker and others, is able to rally enough support to get Arthur brought back to the United States. Even then, the trip itself almost drains Arthur of the last of his resolve. Luckily, a series of operations are able to ensure the dog survives, and Arthur is accepted into Michael's family. The film ends with Michael and Arthur going on a run together, highlighting Arthur's recovery. It's a sweet turn of events for the film, highlighting the movie's underlining themes of persistence and resistance. Arthur's survival is a major aspect of those themes in the film, as they force Michael to continue fighting in the face of defeat, something the film has underscored he has a great deal of experience with.